All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, this is Ratazar once again with another impromptu video. I want to bring out another article dealing with World War III. All right, year of prophecy. You know, things is moving along according to the spirit. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh being the name of the Most High, Yahweh Shai is the name of the Son. All right, things are going according to as the scriptures say, man. All right, the scriptures prophesied of a great war. All right, or that third woe spoken of in Revelation. All right, to come to pass in the last days, man. All right, and DJ Trump, as brothers call him. All right, Donald J. Trump can very well be the very last president of America, man. Because he's the guy right now that's stirring things up. You know, he's causing friction. He's ruffling feathers, so to speak. You know, and like Tyler's article says, man, from the website called I think it's called The Nation. And it says Trump is pushing the world closer to nuclear peril. All right, and peril is another word for destruction. pushing the world closer to nuclear destruction, man. All right, pursuing the scriptures. There's a lot of scriptures you can go to that prophesy. All right, of the last or that second death. I believe it speaks about it in Second Peter's. The second death being by fire, man. All right, the first death during the time of Noah was by water. All right, when the Lord flooded the earth, killed the masses of the people, but only saved 8. All right, Noah, his 3 sons, and their wives. But this second death is going to come by the way of fire, and the fire is going to be by missiles. All right, thermonuclear missiles. So I'm gonna read the subtitle. I'll probably just get like a scripture or two. It says, "It is not too late to end this dangerous status quo. Let's demand a better future, one that is free from nuclear weapons." All right, and that's not going to happen. All right, for the woman that wrote this article. All right, it is not going to be a better future. You know, America is doomed. All right, that's why they call it doomsday. You know, America is doomed. It's you know, the clock is already ticking. You know, that sand in the hourglass is only a couple of specks, a couple of nuggets left, man, before America is completely wiped off the map. And it's all prophesied in the scriptures. All right, it's Bible prophecy, man. The things that are written, you know, as I mentioned in a past video, the prophecies are etched in stone, man. It's nothing that you can do to offset it or to change it, man. All right. So it says, yeah. So she said, what? Let's demand for a better future, one that is free from nuclear weapons. You know, and basically the ones that gotta look forward to a better future are the elect of the nation of Israel, man. All right, the 144,000 and the 1/3 amongst you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. All right, we're the ones that got to look forward to a better future. All right, but you other nations, beginning with the so-called white man on down, it's gonna be pure hell for you, man. All right. As a matter of fact, let me get that. I was gonna read Jeremiah 51, read a couple verses out of that, but just for the sake, since I mentioned that, this is Deuteronomy 30:7, dealing with the topic of future. All right, in the future, the Israelites are going to have positivity, for lack of a better word, and Esau and the other nations are going to catch pure hell, man. All right, Deuteronomy 30:7, it says, "In the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." All right, now we all know that the arch nemesis to the Israelites, first and foremost, is the so-called white man. All right, you can read that in Psalms, the 83rd chapter. All right, the tabernacles of Edom, Esau, Edom. All right, which is the biblical name again for the modern day so-called white man. All right, then you got the other nations under that. All right, Ham, which is the Africans. All right, Moab, the so-called Chinese, Ishmael, so forth and so on, man. So the curses that fell upon the Israelites, which again the Israelites are you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, the curses that fell upon us and our ancestors, our forefathers, Lord gonna take them curses and put them on them now, man. All right, so the future that's coming for you devils and you other nations, it ain't gonna be good, man. It's gonna be pure pain and agony and hell, man. All right. Let me read a little bit from this article. All right, and I'm gonna get another couple scriptures. It says, let me see. Matter of fact, let me just jump down because it's not really a long article. Let me jump down. It says, with the stroke of two pens, the agreement banned an entire class of nuclear weapons led to the destruction of nearly 2,700 warheads and diminished the threat of nuclear war in Europe. At the time, Gorbachev said, "We can be proud to plant this sapling, which someday may grow to be a full tree of peace." Yeah, hey, and that's what's that? First Thessalonians 5. All right, when they shall say peace and safety. All right, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, man. Yeah, so they thought they were going to dwell in peace by getting rid of or banning certain weapons, nuclear warheads and all that. But now what? Nuclear weapons are back in style, man. Just like with Jake, a certain pair of shoes come back in style, or a certain look. Nuclear weapons is back in style, man, because it's the spirit of Yahweh Shai making them put it back in style, man. All right, this is reading on. It says, 31 years later, President Trump is taking an axe to that tree. You see that? So DJ Trump, Donald Trump, he's not dealing with no peace, man. He's bringing in war. All right, pursuing the what's that? Ecclesiastes 3. It's a time for peace and a time for war. Or something to that effect, roughly paraphrasing. And right now we in a time of war, man. We not in a time of peace. All right? We in a time of war and destruction. It says this month he announced that the United States will withdraw from the INF, all but inviting a new arms race. This is a quote from Donald Trump. It says, "We have more money than anybody else by far," Trump said. "We'll build it up until China and Russia come to their senses." And the it that he's talking about building up is nuclear weapons, man. All right, the nuclear capability and the military muscle. So basically what's going on is the spirit of Yahweh Shai is moving on these nations, moving on Trump, working on that tater-tot of his, man. All right, to build up their weapons so that what? They can be destroyed, man. And that's in the book of Psalms where David said basically, let the heathen be taken in a device that they crafted, roughly paraphrasing. All right, that's what's going on. All right, the so-called white man invented these missiles, these warheads, these different gadgets, thinking he was going to take over and establish his new world order on the earth. Meanwhile, these very weapons is what's going to be used to bring him down, man. Now, matter of fact, let me just jump to Jeremiah real quick, and I'll probably just end it there just to make the point. All right, Jeremiah 51:1. Okay, this is time we be going into these times now, man. All right, this is Babylon the Great, because ancient Babylon was already destroyed. All right, now we're going into modern day Babylon, which is America, man. This is Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. All right, that destroying wind is going to be the blast from the nuclear bombs being dropped on this land. Okay, it says verse 2, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her. And the fanners are the other nations, all right, that have the nuclear capability and muscle. All right, pursuant to the book of Joel, the third chapter, where it says that the weak say I'm strong, man, meaning they have weapons. You know, the smaller nations that were once, you know, not on the map, now they have the muscle and the capability now, you know, to rub shoulders with America, man. Okay? It says verse 2, it says, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Yeah, so the other nations are going to be against America, man. That's why the friction, or Trump, is the right guy to piss everybody off, man. All right, have them looking at America sideways. Okay, and they're going to all come against America. It says, verse 3, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Yeah, and so they're basically getting geared up for battle. All right, they're getting their armor, they're getting their horses, so to speak. You know, they're getting in formation. All right, and they're getting the missiles lined up, man. All right, it says verse 4, thus saith thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans. All right, the land of the Chaldeans is another metaphor or name for Babylon the Great, or America. It says, and they that are thrust through in her streets. So it's going to be a lot of death in America. A great death, a great massacre is coming to this land via that destruction, man. Okay? It says verse 5, for Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. All right, yeah, because it's going to be a remnant that's going to be saved out of Israel and Judah, man. All right, which is you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Now 2/3 is going to perish, but it's going to be a portion or remnant that's going to be delivered out, man. The Lord didn't forsake them. Verse 6, this is flee ye out of the midst of Babylon. And that's not talking about literally fleeing, all right? Meaning you jumping on a damn jet, you know, jet setting somewhere, or you getting on a damn boat. It ain't talking about that. It's basically saying to flee out of Babylon, meaning to not take part of her ways, man. You know, that's why we always say to not be in the world, man. You know, but to cleave on the righteousness, cleave unto the ways of Yahweh Shah. That's how you flee out of Babylon, man. All right, not by physically leaving. Okay, it says flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. You see that? So this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, man. The Lord's getting ready to show his power on a crazy level, man. And if you're not a part of the elect, if you're not in the good graces of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the destruction that's coming is going to be insane, man. All right, the level of power and destruction and death that's coming to this land, man. Okay, we have the fear of the Lord. We have the scriptures to keep us in line and to guide us down the right path, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, let me just probably give one more precept dealing with that. This is the book of the book of Malachi, chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. You know, yeah, the day is coming, man. That day of what? World War III. All right, the day when those nukes are launched. Okay, it says, "In all the proud, which Esau is the most proudest man on the earth, man." Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you coming in at a close second. All right, especially you women, man. Okay, it says, "In all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. In the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." Okay, yeah, so the destruction that's coming is going to completely liquidate and clear this land out, man, pursuing the Isaiah 13. All right, when you read towards the end of the chapter, it speaks about how this land's only going to be inhabited by desert-like creatures, man, owls and lizards and all of that. You know, and it's going to burn like an oven, man, by the way of those missiles. All right, Second Peter says what is going, the elements going to melt with fervent heat, man. Okay, this is prophecy in the scriptures. You know, but the Christians don't go into this. Other Israelite groups, they tiptoeing around it, telling people that Jacob's trouble is not coming, telling them that destruction's not coming. You know, everything's gonna be okay. You know, peace and all that. Meanwhile, what? Go back to the article, man. All right, Trump. All right, DJ Donald J. Trump is pushing the world closer to nuclear destruction or nuclear perils, man. Okay, and that's totally lines up with Bible prophecy, all right? And I just brought the scriptures out, man. All right? So, Lord willing, now is edifying. I just want to bring this article to your attention through the Spirit. All right, Lord willing, this was edifying video. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Lord willing, to the next video. Shalom.